Not the kind of industrial action that I'm usually involved in with my union stuff, but industrial action in lots of industrial train movements on the FeckHallBahn. Regner Challoner loco Schönes Pferd is the star of the show today. Here she is with a consignment of exciting looking objects for the engineers. There's a roll of electrical cable, fair enough. What looks to be a long boiler or section of tubing that might be a boiler. But in the middle, on the well wagon, is a V16 diesel engine. I've absolutely no idea what the engineers are planning to do with it, and they won't tell me anyway. This is it being delivered to the engineer's workshop at Tifshorn. Smoll, a four-wheel drive Hudson loco, now completely converted to battery electric, having been through Hudson engine, then a Hunslet engine, then a Lister engine. She is now fully battery electric. She's waiting to pull the two well wagons into the engineer's siding here. I'm not quite sure why, probably the tight curve off the point, but bogie wagons don't propel very well into this siding. So Smoll is there to pull them in, which they cope with quite well. Well, extremely well. But they're well wagons, so it's always going to be, oh well. Schönes Pferd propels the two wagons up the incline and just onto the point. This is where Smoll will take over, handling the train and draw it into the siding. The two wagons are now safely into the siding, and Schönes Pferd can retrieve the rest of her train from the bottom of Vogelscheiss incline. The large steel tube here is outgoing rather than incoming, and will be offloaded at Kirschbaum-im-Wald International Rail Freight Terminal at the other end of the line. This manoeuvre has apparently left Smoll stranded at the wrong end of the siding, but she is a light loco, and with the help of the crane and some temporary track, she can be moved back onto the main line, where she heads into Horn and Trumpet Bahnhof to await her next duty, which will be returning the milk churns to their respective stations. Schönes Pferd, working in the opposite direction, takes a train of empty skip wagons through Horn and Trumpet Bahnhof and Tifshorn, and they will be stabled at Merthyr Yard for refilling with ballast. The small Welsh quarry skip wagons have been replaced by much bigger ones. This is because we were finding that we were having to make multiple journeys to transfer ballast to where it was needed with the small skips, and it made sense to get hold of a set of larger ones. The road is set for the goods loop here at Merthyr Zersud yard. Schönes Pferd will take the skips into the loop, leaving the brake van on the main line. Once the skips are parked in the loop here and it is switched out of section, the point's locked, Schönes Pferd will collect the brake van, take it back to Horn und Trumpet Bahnhof, where it will be left in the siding there until it is next needed. Once again, the Regner geared loco shows how good it is for shunting, in that it can move extremely slowly and is incredibly controllable. And lastly for this video, we see Smoll carrying out one of her more usual duties, which is the milk train. This is the return working of the morning collection service, where the cleaned milk churns are delivered back to their respective stations. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video and will come back for more. Tell your friends about it. Goodbye.